Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Passport Wallet Go. I know I was on hiatus for 2 weeks or actually more because I was away and life has just been crazy. And I usually do these videos before my shift starts. So right now I have like 15 minutes. My shift starts in 15 minutes. So yeah, let's get to my second video, which I want to talk about on your first day at Amazon Fresh warehouse. So I know last time I covered everything from like applying to before you get on board. So today I'm gonna talk about what happens when on your first day. So basically your first day you're gonna get your badge. They're gonna talk about just some of the basics, like regarding like time off, some other HR stuff, and then they also kind of give you an overview of the site. So that part takes about an hour, and then they're gonna have you set up or like log into your account. Well, basically it's like this account that you log in every time you start your shift. It's like they give you a device and then you log into that device with your Amazon credentials, not the one you shop on Amazon with, but the one that you work for work. So they're gonna do like a 15 to 20 minutes setup on that, and then you are ready to go. So they're gonna walk you through different parts. There's different zones. For example, there's the ambient, which is like room temperature. There's the chiller, which is kind of like a huge fridge. And then lastly, there's the freezer, which where they keep all the frozen food and things like that. So those are the three zones. And your supervisor or your whoever's training you is gonna help. Well, they're gonna like show you a few rounds, let you do a few test rounds, and they're gonna give you a small badge to work on at the end of the shift. So your first 3 days are your training shift, which basically well, actually it's only the first two, because the third one you're pretty much on your own. So these training shifts are 30 minutes longer. Just kind of think of it as like a typical shift plus 30 minutes of explanation or training or guiding, stuff like that. So yeah, they're gonna show you how to pick and pack, which is basically shop for the groceries, which is kind of fun, I think. The only thing you have to like get yourself familiar with is the device, like the operating system you're gonna be using, all the login, the credentials. You have to kind of memorize that for your first few days for a smooth login. And then after that, you go find a supervisor, ask them if they need you to do pick and pack or inbound or any other things. So yeah, turns out there's like different duties, I think, or like different things that you can do. So besides picking and packing, you can also do inbound, which is like putting the products on the shelf. And then there's also batching, but you're not gonna learn those two until you start your job here. So basically during the training, all they're covering is just pick and pack, because that's like the major thing that's going on in here. Yeah, so those are your training days. So the first day we did ambient and a little produce, I think, which is the chiller. So the chiller has some produce, and then and the other stuff you'll find in the fridge, like eggs, milk, cheese, ham, stuff like that. So I think we did some of that, and then after that we're assigned like a small batch. So yeah, basically that's your training, which is pretty easy and painless. And then don't be afraid to ask questions, because that's when you'll have a supervisor like next to you answering your questions. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, even if you do, that's okay. It's like all part of learning. And then just watch out for safety, because you're gonna be pushing a cart that's like 4 feet or 5 feet, I don't know. You're gonna be pushing a cart around in like tiny spaces, tiny narrow aisles. So yeah, be careful and dress in layers, because you don't know if you're gonna be working in ambient, chiller, or freezer. If you're in freezer, they have PPE, which is personal protective equipment. So don't worry too much about that, but do bring layers. Anyways, so that's it for this episode. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.